Hey, what's up? This is Paul Solt. I'm showing you how to use Brew Coffee. That's the app that we're looking at to make Hario V60 coffee. This app is designed only for Hario V60 and Chemex users. So if you want to learn how to get great coffee, hit the link in the download link down below. It's on test flight. It's totally free. I'm going to launch on the App Store shortly. I'm looking for feedback. So if you want to help provide feedback for that, that'd be great. And we're going to get started with the Hario V60. So I'm going to fold my paper just in half like this. And then we're going to open it up. I typically squeeze it open a little bit and just pop it right in there. Next up, I'm going to use some of the hot water. I just did a Hario V60 and we're going to do a taste comparison to see how well this one will turn out. And just pour a bunch of water in there. Actually, I'm going to pour all the water because this is now cooler than I want to use. But this thing's hot, so I'm at 170-ish. And we just came off boil. We're going to fill this up. So typically, the temperature I get is around 202 after the transfer here. So it's not quite as hot as possible, but it is as hot as possible as I can with this large carafe. And I like this. I just wish that it drained faster, and I hope we have enough water. Yeah, we've got water. So it's really important if you're doing a ceramic Hario V60, this is size 1, to heat it up, and I've done that by running it through. I'll also do it one more time once I get this thing filled, and then we're going to weigh out some coffee. Now, I started with Hario V60 this morning. This is going to be my 5th. Is this my, no, let's count. This is my 4th brew. I started with Joe Bean coffee roasters, but this bag is pretty much empty, so I'm out of beans, and I moved on to Morning Sung, which I liked it after it cooled down a little bit. So we got a nice little song from my hot water heater. This is a Zujirishi. I use them for their carafes. So I used to work at GoPro. That's my GoPro sticker. And this thing is amazing for coffee. That's already filled. But I want to do one more brew because I'm interested in seeing if I can get a better result by not talking as much. I talked about how any distractions, my daughter will typically say, we're potty training, so she'll say, I have to pee. And then she'll run into our other room and climb up onto a swivel chair. And it's like, I don't want you to pee in that, please, no. All right, so next up, we're going to just continue the preheat by taking some of that water, reusing it. If you have other cups, you can fill them up. Otherwise, I just dump it. And there we go. So we've got that. That's ready. We need to measure some coffee. So we're going to do 21 grams. You can always adjust this, but I am going to just dial it in to 21 grams. There's more recipe settings in the app. I have another video on that if you want to learn how the app works. We're just going to focus on coffee. Now I'm going to weigh 21.1 grams. With a Hario V60, I like a little bit extra just in case the chaff comes off. The other thing, if you're getting some water, you can either use your bar sink or whatever. Just put a little water on a spoon and stir it. Or if you have a spritz, you could spritz. A little bit of water is going to help with the chaff. So sometimes a bean gets stuck, so that's why I tip it, move it around, give it a little shake, and we're good to go. And we'll bring this here. The other thing I do is I used to have issues with water not draining fast with old filter paper because Hario opened a new factory, a new factory, and the paper filters were not good. So it looked like it was around 20.5. That's sort of understandable. Unless a bean is stuck, you can always check that, and I don't see anything else coming out. So that's kind of why I typically do a little extra. You can see there's a bunch of chaff here. So that is here rather than on my counter. That's the important thing, is behind this, you can't really see it, but this will get really dusty with the Baratza Virtuoso because it doesn't have like an anti-static key retention. All right, so next up, what we're going to do is we're going to start the app. This is going to pace us through the brew. I am going to talk, but not as much as I did, and we're going to see if I can get this coffee from Morning Sung to taste better. I'm doing a 2-to-1 bloom, so we just got to get this all wet and sort of match the pace. I stir. This is ceramic. It's really hard to swirl a ceramic. And then I just rinse the spoon with a little bit of water. Okay, so we're doing a 30-second bloom. You can easily change the app to be a 45-second bloom if you want to follow James Hoffman. And now we're going to pour and follow along. Now, I am a little tired from Ultimate Frisbee, so I'm going to use 2 hands to pour. This is a technique that you can use. Did a lot of burpees yesterday and sprints. All right, and so we control agitation by the amount of pours, by how vigorous they are, and I look for when the specular highlight starts to appear. I try not to let it get that low, but I've noticed that like different pour styles, like it really doesn't make a difference. You're going to get less extraction on the coffee on the very top edge. But if you stir it, I don't know if it really matters that much for that outer rim. Now, if you have a lot of coffee on the outside, that's where I'd be a little bit more mindful. But following James Hoffman or Lance's concepts, like I think you can get pretty good results even if you let it drain all the way. Even Matt Winton, like I think he lets you drain all the way before you add more. And there's something about playing with temperature drop off that is really good. And the nice thing about having one pacer is it really helps you see if you're on track or not, if you're falling behind the guided recipe. So right now I'm a little bit behind my target pour time of 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And so now we've got our drain time. So here's where I stir. Again, we're in a ceramic, so it's really hard to swirl this because it's very hot. And you can do it. You kind of have to do the bottom, but like I've got it on a rubber pad, so like that's difficult. And this is really hot. So swirling will flatten the bed more so than stirring. If you stir, you can get more of a mountain peak or a hill, which is, I think, fine. It potentially is going to drain faster on the edges, but not necessarily. So the goal of any kind of agitation is to really control how fast it drains. And sometimes it'll drain slower. Like right now we're past my target end time and we're probably going to go 30 to 40 seconds. So I don't know if this one's going to taste that different. Being on camera and filming stuff, things come out a little bit different than if I'm fully focused and not distracted and not over talking when I should just be focused on the pour. So I think we're looking at maybe 3 minutes and 45 seconds for this to finish. Like it's almost done. I give it a little bit extra after this when I consider it done, and I'd say drain complete. So that's like 42 seconds. 42 seconds over, and we'll see how this tastes. So let's transfer. Whoops. So you can see that's what it looks like. These are fines along the outside. And as long as they stay up above, they're not going to clog the filter and slow it down. But as they get down below, you're going to deal with clogged filters. Now, the other thing that is key is you've got to stir vigorously or pour. Phil's does a fun technique where they pour back and forth. I'll show you what that looks like. So you just take your coffee cup, you pour it one way, or your thermos, and you pour the other way. This is probably going to be really messy. Typically, I do it between my other brew devices. And I'm going to make a mess here. That's okay, because I have a lot of coffee right now. So that's brew coffee. That's my app. I'm going to pour some in my serving cup because I typically drink out of a smaller cup. Because I'm caffeine sensitive and I don't need a whole lot, but I like it to taste really good. Let's try it out. That's good. Let's compare it. Now this one's cooled down. This is... That one's so fruity. So this is the first brew I made this morning. It was Joe Bean Coffee Roasters. I am out of that bag. So yeah. So if you want, you can download the app and enjoy your cup of coffee. Thanks for watching, and hit the like button if you learned something, or just like the app. I'll see you later.